The JL23 season is underway. It began last Sunday, March 6th, in traditional style with the defending champion Bambinos receiving their title plates. Opening day featured 5 teams in action for a total of 5 games. Every team was at full strength except for the underdogs. At one point, Trevor Goforth, the GOAT, was going to be making a guest return for the team, but then an emergency family matter occurred and he wasn't able to come out from Texas anymore. So naturally, the team was going to turn back to Dylan Spinella, but then he had a family emergency as well right before the game day. So then Brock Johnson made a crisis signing of his sister-in-law, Erica Johnson, and Brock had to do all the pitching himself. As expected, that did not go well, but the team actually managed to be pretty competitive offensively in their 2 games. Alright, let's get to the highlights. Bambinos Express opening game. First inning, Eric Titus in a bases-loaded jam, but he wiggles out of it with back-to-back strikeouts. Alright, bottom half. Connor Vermillion pitching the first game to let Caden Sellers get warmed up for the second, giving up some early hits. Bambinos put up 10 in the first. We go to the second inning. Eric Titus still feeling it in the circle, putting guys down easily. Connor Vermillion, bottom half of the second. He's getting warmed up. He gets out of the second inning with no damage at all. Third inning. Connor Vermillion in the batter's box, looking to have a much better JL23 season. There's a single for him, but the Express come up empty on the inning. Bottom half of the third. Eric Titus, gone. Solo home run. But the Express are still finding a way to stay in this. If you take out the first inning, this is really only a 3-0 game. We go to the 4th, and this is where the game really slips away. There's a double by Gage Metzger. He has 2 more in the inning. Final score 19-0. Bambinos win it. Key stats, obviously, Eric Titus pitching, no runs allowed, only 2 hits. The Bambinos batting goes 11 for 22. On the Express side, Connor Vermillion gets a couple hits. Good to see him get going early in the season. Austin Norris did his best in the field, 6 stops and a fielding out. Connor Vermillion also a couple stops and a fielding out. They tried hard, but with Connor Vermillion pitching, their odds were slim. They need Caden Sellers in the circle, and that's where we head for game 2 of the doubleheader. Right out of the gate, he's looking good. Back-to-back strikeouts to open up the first inning, but then Colton Titus able to connect with a man on for a 2-run shot. Bottom of the first. Caden Sellers with the bat now, and he takes one up the middle. An air by Tyler Traver makes it a triple, and Missouri is on the board. Vermillion's turn. That's a double. Missouri now leads 6-2. They would finish the inning up 2-8. But now things start to unravel. Caden Sellers loses command, can't hit the zone. Good misses, but misses nonetheless. After giving up an unbelievable 17 runs in the second entirely on walks, Caden Sellers refines the zone in the 3rd inning and gets out of it in just 4 pitches. Somehow Missouri stays in this game because now Eric Titus starts to have his own troubles in the circle. Here's Caden Schultz with a single, and we enter the 4th inning with a 4-run game. At this point, Brian Whitten has seen enough of Eric and puts older brother Colton in the circle. This triple from Vermillion makes it a 3-point game entering the 5th. Sellers allowed just 1 run in the 3rd and the 4th. Can they get more out of him in the 5th? No. Grand slam from Colton there. And then this bases clearing triple essentially puts the game away. Bambinos win it by 10. Another monster batting performance from Colton Titus and another solid performance from Connor Vermillion. Missouri's offense did plenty in this game to win. They've got to feel good about that, having been one of the worst batting teams in the league last season, to put up 23 against the defending champs. But ultimately, the performance goes to waste because their ace pitcher, Caden Sellards, had one of the worst, probably the worst pitching outing of his entire career. The theme of bad pitching continues in our next one. Waves ace Derek Anderson spotted LA 5 on walks to begin the game, but the question was how long Brock could survive in the circle. Despite 2 homers, he finds his way out of the first frame, tied at 5. As we go to the second inning, the tides begin to turn. Here's a beautiful strike on the edge for Anderson to end a scoreless inning. Here's a grand slam from Warren, makes it 9-5 later. Aaron Adams, 3-run shot, it's 15-5. Third inning, Brock Johnson nearly trims the lead back down to 5, but Aaron Adams robs the grand slam. Let's take another look at that one from the reigning Fielding Crown winner. Later in the fourth, Anderson continues to be extremely sloppy, giving the underdogs 7 runs entirely on walks. But in the bottom half of the fourth, he starts making up for it with the bat. 3 home run inning, and if you notice, they all look almost entirely the same, driven hard to the left. Obviously, the Waves' collective hitting was outrageous, but more importantly and ominously to the Waves' ultimate goal of a title was Anderson's pathetic pitching stat line. The depleted underdogs couldn't keep it close against the Waves, but what about against the Fog? Rookie Brett Hoover gets the start and begins his career with a strikeout. He ends the first with no runs allowed, but second inning, Brock Johnson comes out ripping. This is a 3-run triple. 5-4 later in the inning, bases juice. Brock Johnson, home run. LA leads 8-5 in the bottom half. Brett Hoover getting himself a home run there, tied up 8-8. Chase Johnson goes yard to give the Fog the lead back. Third inning. And now Erica Johnson is getting in the action with the 2-run homer. Fog starting to sweat a little bit. Bottom third, Chase Johnson starts taking matters into his own hands. That's a 3-run homer later in the inning. Bases loaded, clears them with a triple, and by the 4th inning, this is nice and comfortable for the Fog. They leave Brett Hoover in. Brock Johnson goes for a double there, but Brett Hoover gives nothing on the inning. He finishes 4 innings pitched, 11 earned runs. Pretty good for a rookie debut. 5th inning, they bring in Chase Johnson to get warmed up for the upcoming game against the Waves. He struggles with command, gives up several runs in the 5th, but ultimately the Fog win going away. Brock Johnson, very nice performance batting, 6 of 14, 3 homers, 12 RBIs, but the Fog have a collective day of massive hitting that is just too much to overcome. So to this point, 4 games, 4 blowouts. Will we have a close one in the day's finale? Fog vs. Waves, spoiler alert, yes we will. Picking it up, bottom second, Chase Johnson in a jam, only 1 out. Gasses one past Aaron Adams there. Couple batters later, Zach Warren. And he's going to get a triple. Waves take the lead. Bottom 3. Fog back in front. Derek Anderson looking to change that with a home run. No! Brett Hoover robs it at the home run line. 2 outs, bases loaded. A little bit later in the inning, Aaron Adams. Did he go? Did he go? They say he went. Was it a bad call? You decide. In the 4th, Fog looking to give themselves a little bit of a cushion, but Derek Anderson starts dialing up some beautiful strikes. Gets out of the inning with no damage. Bottom of the 4th, Aaron Adams in the box. That's a single. It hits the cone. This one's tied up. But then the Fog jump back in front, so we go bottom 5. 1 out. Runners on second and third. Zach Warren. There's a double. 14-17. Later, Waves only down 1, bases loaded, and only 1 out. Chase Johnson gets a strike there, but my goodness, look how it happens. Derek Anderson accidentally tips it with his bat, and it hits the strike zone. That's an out. So Warren has to make a play to keep this one alive, and he does. That's a single, and we're all tied up at 17 with 2 outs, bases loaded. Aaron Adams in the batter's box for the win. No! Sean McFarland makes the catch. Aaron Adams thought he had it. Put a nice bat on the ball. Unfortunately, he sent it right to Sean McFarland. So, extras. Chase Johnson, Fogger up 4, bases loaded, 2 outs. That's a double. They got 23 runs now in the bottom of the 6th. 1 out, bases loaded, only up 2. Gets an out there. Derek Anderson. That's a walk and a run. We're back in the exact same situation. Zach Warren batting, down 1, bases loaded, 2 outs. Can he do it again? No. Fog win it by 1.
Good thing.
This is the same thing, another year. This with the Rapids, and then here. That's terrible, man. That hurts my arm.
Yeah, arm sore.
It's bad. Fingers are big. Don't even feel good.
That feel good after getting kind of smoked by those guys in the playoffs, and then
yeah, that feels great. That feels great. 11-1.
So Fog win it in a high-scoring game. They improve to 2-0. Get revenge on the Waves for that playoff blowout loss last season. Neither team's ace pitcher was very good, but nobody's going to complain because we all like watching batters have big days. And who knows, maybe the pendulum is swinging a little bit and this is becoming more and more of a batter's league. We will find out throughout the rest of the season. This has been Game Day's Best. I'm Commissioner Cale Johnson. See you next time.